God damn.
When am I? Oh my god. Thank God there is a space to sit here.
Cut the show. I'm done.
I cannot speak. I cannot speak. Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today you'll be watching how much can I read in 24 hours. Now I'm not particularly proud of how much I've read in this video, but I am coming out of a book slump, so I'm trying to be kind to myself and take one step at a time. And today you'll be watching me read Mapping Out the Darkness, the Visionary Scientist Who Unlocked the Mysteries of Sleep. And this is about the scientists that paved their academic field and scientific field in the sleep studies. These are the scientists that originally discovered how to treat narcolepsy and insomnia, which I suffer from. And it is an incredible documentary style recounting of their journey and their discoveries. And even though it's a very scientific book, I absolutely adored it. In this video, you'll also see me reading Serpents in the Wings of Night. You won't get too much of my feedback on this because this will be a part of another future YouTube video that I'll be doing, so stay tuned for that. You can hear the wind and the rain, and I really apologize for that, but we are going through a storm and a cyclone in Europe at the moment, so it's very scary and there's nothing unfortunately that I can do about it, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I will now send you into the past so you can see what Mafalda's day was like. I'll see you soon. Bye! I am really excited because I am currently in probably the place on earth that I feel the most home at. I don't really feel at home in Portugal. This part of Portugal, this specific place that I am in, I feel very much at home. I feel very calm. It feels like, oh, what is happening to my voice? It feels like peaceful here. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it feels like it's the one place where nothing bad has happened. It's also the one place no one knows about. I've been here before with people in my life, but people that I have currently in my life, nobody knows about this place. There's a few people that I would love to invite to come and see this place, but for now, I just love that it's my space and it's incredible. So I'm here in this beautiful garden. My phone is currently propped up on this fountain. It has like these really scary gargoyles. I might insert like some images or like some footage here. Yeah, I've just been filming some videos for TikTok and I've brought my notebook and stuff, so hopefully I'm gonna then sit on the grass or something and do some reading. Yeah, I just feel very much at home. It's very sweet to be here and I can't wait to do some reading and yeah, so it's so exciting! And welcome to my vlog. The day has just started. There's currently a massive cyclone, I think it's called, going through Europe. And so my kitchen is absolutely destroyed. You cannot see it, you cannot see the floor, but the cyclone last night brought in a bunch of leaves, and I cleaned the house yesterday, which is great. But anyways, today I'm filming a video on how much do I actually read on my day off. Right now, I'm just making myself a little coffee, and I'm gonna start making some pancakes for breakfast, which I like to do on my days off. It's a little way to treat myself. And yeah, I got my book here with me, which I really want to finish today. I only have like 30 pages left, or so, something like that, or 40 pages. So I really want to finish this today. I want to like show you. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. I'm, of course, like anybody that watched that would have been like, that is such a terrible idea. And it was a terrible idea. Oh my goodness. And you know what? I could say, I don't know, I could say that it's partially because I just woke up and I'm still sleepy, which it is true, you know, it is true. But I've just always been really clumsy. I didn't finish this chapter last night, which is a shame because there's only like 2 pages, like literally these 2. But I was falling asleep. I could not keep my eyes open. So I'm gonna do that now, hopefully. And then I'll only have 2 chapters to finish the book. And yeah, okay. Stay tuned. I don't think I've explained yet what this book is about. This book is about deep, like, documentary type research on sleep and sleep ailments. So like insomnia, narcolepsy, and stuff like that. So it's the story of how, like, all of these scientists basically throughout time reached the consensus that we have nowadays. And this book is extremely out of my comfort zone, just to put it out there. It is extremely out of my comfort zone because I've never read like such a scientific book before, but I do find it interesting because of a few things. So this is very much my sister's field. My sister is a neurophysiologist. So she most likely studied all of these things. And I was telling her about this book and everything, and she was like, I don't even know like half of that stuff. Like, why are you reading that book? And this book, I decided to do like a little exchange thing. When I went to Lisbon with my boyfriend, we decided to buy a book for each other. And I bought him one of my favorites. He has never read any Gothic literature. So I thought, you know what, this is the perfect time to introduce him to Gothic literature. And so I bought him one of my favorites, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I read it at uni because I had to for my degree. And I absolutely loved it. It's one of my all-time favorite Gothic literature pieces, if you will. I really loved it, so I got him that, and he got me this, most likely because he knows I suffer from insomnia, and my boyfriend is very special. Not like in a mental illness way. I'm saying my boyfriend is really special in the way of like, he's the kind of man that is like, oh, like you suffer from insomnia. Well, instead of going to the doctor, why don't you become the doctor? And so I think that's why he gave me this book. Or maybe he just didn't realize how scientific it was going to be. But now he's really excited to also read it because he really likes scientific books. Throughout the book, it focuses on different scientists and what they did and what they brought to the field and everything, like the discoveries that they made. And right now, we are focusing on probably my favorite one, which is Dement. That's his name. I think that's like how you pronounce it. And he's one of my favorite ones because not only like was he such an ethical scientist, and he always really cared about like the animals that he had for test subjects, and he always like made sure that, for example, they used to do it on cats, and so he used to make sure that the cats had like mandatory playtimes, I guess you could say that, like mandatory, like the scientists had to go out and play with them during the day, and yeah, which is really cute, and I'm really happy that he did that. I do not support animal testing in any way, but these were different times. This was like in the 60s and 70s and 80s, and yeah. But I'm just gonna start taking everything to my bedroom, and I'm gonna watch some Once Upon a Time while I eat. I recently just started rewatching it again, and I love Once Upon a Time. The hope that it brings me, like I think it's the whole thing of the show is hope, and how literally it's the most important thing you can have. And I absolutely agree. I love Once Upon a Time, and it's one of those shows that has brought me so much comfort in the darkest periods of my time. Demont and Karskaden are my favorite scientists by far. Karskaden, I'm pretty sure, is Demont's wife's cousin. Okay, so yeah, love it. And I'm at a part where they're talking about all of Demont's work and how many things he was doing, and like I'm gonna read it. Once Upon a Time started playing. I'm gonna read it to you, because tell me this is not giving Hamilton, okay? Right? And you'll understand in a second once I read it. So he continued to negotiate with Upjohn over the proposed research center. He was pressing the dean of Stanford Medical School to liberate the Division of Sleep Research from the confines of the Department of Psychiatry. He was launching a jazz program at the university with saxophonist Stan Getz as its first artist in residence. He was advising the Black Pre-Medical Association and hosting recruiting parties for the football team in his backyard. He was traveling to conferences and invited lectures. He was teaching sleep and dreams and mentoring grad students. He was writing journal articles, grant proposals, project reports, and correspondence, for fundraising letters, thank you notes, get well cards, memos, praising postdocs for a well-prepared presentation of chiding staffers for letting him lose track of time when he had a plane to catch. Tell me it's not giving Hamilton wrote the other 51 or 59, whatever. Like, it is giving that. Like, I find that so motivational and inspirational, hearing about like this scientist who literally was like on a mission to do as much work in his new field that he helped pave as possible. Like, his only it looked like his only ambition in life, and he had a family and he had kids, and he was like such a great guy. Like, he was animated, he had, I don't know, guys, like it's just so it makes me emotional that there are people like that in the world that are so that strive to do that and to do that much work, and it really motivates me to do my own work. And as an artist, I feel like we're very much cataclysts. Like, we fall into the pit of slumps very easily, because for us, our brain works in a completely different way. And he's a scientist, so like he does his work. Like, he's very analytical. But I feel like for us artists, we have to, like, inspiration has to strike for us to be able to, like, work on our art. And once we do, we become almost maniacal with it. Like, we are so focused. And in that way, I think that we can get it. But I think that artists should take some advice from the scientists and just, like, work a little bit on your art every day. Like, it doesn't matter if you just write a word or two, or like if you just, you know, sketch or paint like for just 5 minutes, but just work, because it will give you that, like, that work ethic that we so desperately need. But yeah, that's it.
Just people I find usually run places like Vegas. Not a lot hit the woods. It's an interesting job, finding people. How'd you fall into it? Looking for people is just what I've done. As long as I can remember.
Jules.
Right, you've got a wedding to get to. The trolls I sold them to are just beyond the next ridge. We need to be careful.
It's currently 1:20 p.m. I keep looking this way. I don't know why, but the camera is here. And I just went and made another coffee. You're currently in between my legs, which is why you can see like a little bit of this. This is my leg. It's my PJs. But anyways, I went and made another coffee. You can see it. I'm not gonna tip it. It's not gonna be like the pancakes, guys. And I'm really close to finishing my book. Now, I am in the last chapter, and then I just have the epilogue. And I don't think I'm gonna read the appendixes because it's just like research. But Appendix B I am gonna read because it's a short story on chronobiology, and it is literally just like 3 pages, so I have to read it. And then immediately after that, like all of this is acknowledgements, because again, this is a very scientific book, and like look, all of this is references. There's like an extensive reference list, as you can imagine, because this is a very like biographical work and extremely scientific. So like the bibliography and everything like that, like it is just insane. Like all of this is just references. So yeah, I'm very excited. Like, so technically I have this much left, so more or less, because like this doesn't enter, so it's just like these ones that are up. This one doesn't count. Okay, so these ones, and I'm gonna get to it because I want to finish this today. I need to, so I can continue Serpents of the Wing and of the Night, Serpents of the Wing. I can't say that. Why can I not say the... Okay, you get it. You know what I'm on about. You know what I'm on about. I maybe have it here. Oh my god, my coffee is in my bed, so I don't want to move. Oh no, it's over all the way down the bed. I'm definitely not gonna move. But yeah, I can't move too much because my coffee is here, so I don't want to spill it. We've already had the conversation about how clumsy I am, so let's not do that. I want to finish this book, and then I'm gonna get ready. I want to film a couple of videos for TikTok and YouTube Shorts and stuff like that, and maybe Instagram, and where I'm gonna be talking about some books that I would give my life to read for the first time again. And yeah. Finished it! Woohoo! It's time to read Serpent and the Wings of Night. I lied. I am not gonna get ready just yet. I am going to make lunch because I am hungry. I made some delicious food yesterday, and I'm so excited to eat it today. Again, I don't know if you can see it, but it's this really delicious pasta. And I made it with, oh, maybe there will be enough for dinner, even though I'm gonna have to cook something else for dinner because I'm gonna have to take it to work tomorrow. But honestly, this is so yummy that I might have seconds. But it's basically pasta with bolognese sauce and tofu, and I made some cauliflower wings, like homemade. I am 24% in. I'm on page 121. So I'm gonna read this while my food is heating up, and then I'm gonna eat, watch some more Once Upon a Time, get ready, film some content, and yes. For some reason, my Kindle Unlimited subscription decided to cancel itself out of the blue. So all of the books that I had on my Kindle disappeared. I was living my best life. I noticed that they had a lot of Spider-Man comics, and I was like, oh my god, best day of my life. I'm adding a bunch of, I add like one Spider-Man comic, and I go to my library and it's only showing up with the Spider-Man comic, and I'm like, are you trying to bamboozle me? Like, where are my books? Where are my books? So I just spent the entire time trying to sort it out. And then I couldn't find it anywhere. Like, I couldn't find how I could reset. I'm gonna set you down. I couldn't find a way to reset Kindle Unlimited. And so I almost flipped and had a heart attack, okay? Like, what we're not gonna do is participate in that, okay? So now I am getting dressed and maybe filming some videos, and that's it, you know? Like, I don't have a bunch of it planned, but luckily I've managed to reset my Kindle Unlimited, and now I've got the book again, which is good. And yeah, so that's my life. I thought that I would update you. I'm doing a little quick pause on reading because a friend of mine is going to come over and we're going to have some tea and talk, and it's going to be really lovely. But I just filmed a little TikTok and Reels / YouTube short that you guys will be able to enjoy. And I've finished Mapping the Darkness, and I gave it 4 stars. I think even though it was really out of my comfort zone, I really enjoyed it. Now I'm reading Serpents and in the Wings of Night. I always get this title confused. I don't want to get too much into it because I'm gonna do a separate video about this book. But I'm 39% in, and I'm very much thinking about DNFing this book. I think the thing that did it for me was the fact that the author talked about self-harming in a really casual way, and she didn't even include any trigger warnings in the book. And as soon as I read that, I was like, hold on, I did not sign up for this. This is not what I want. This is not what I planned, and I just gotta say, I do not understand. I'm 39% in through the book, and the plot is really good and interesting, but the writing is so bad. The characters are so one-dimensional. I see why some people like it, but this is worse than Wattpad, like early Wattpad. Okay. Come on. But yeah, I think the plot is really good, and I'm really interested in the plot and where the story is gonna go. But as far as the writing goes, it's just so and I can't. I don't know. Like, man, I have 2 degrees on this. Like, it really irks me. I cannot. I need to read a well-written book, and I mean, I don't need to, because I do enjoy like bad books, you know, like as in like people enjoy reality TV shows. I enjoy the occasional bad book, you know, pass the time. If it's entertaining, like, I'm okay with that. Like, I literally have My Fault, the book, to read. So I'm gonna devour that after I finish this book, hopefully before the month ends, so I can squeeze in another book. But this... this is not giving. It's not a sleigh. So I'll keep you updated. But yeah. I am now curling in bed. My friend has come over. We have had an incredible, amazing time together. We just chatted, had some tea, as always, and it was really great. So I'm in bed. Just before going to sleep, I'm gonna try and read another 50 pages. And then tomorrow morning, it's gonna be the same. I'm gonna try and do 50 pages in the morning, 50 pages in the evening. But today, I read quite a bit. I've read so far 90 pages. So, because I finished the other book in the morning, which I'm so happy about. I'm so happy that I could whack another book into this month, because it's only my 2nd book read, and there's 2 weeks left, and I'm like, I need to read this one and at least another one. And I think I'm gonna read, my next one after this one is probably gonna be, oh my god, it's either gonna be the Spider-Man comic, which I'm gonna be able to read in one day, or End is gonna be My Fault, which I have it, Culpa Mia. And I have the book in Spanish, which I'm so excited to read. I don't think I've ever read a book in Spanish. So I'm really excited to read it. I've already opened it and read a little bit of it, and yeah, it's really exciting. Currently, I can read books in 5 languages. I can read books in Portuguese, English, Spanish, Italian, and French. I would say that maybe for French, I could also read books in Japanese, but for French and Japanese, I would need a dictionary next to me. I would need like Google Translator sometimes for certain things. But especially for Japanese, I'll need like all of my textbooks next to me. I need to be like double checking all the kanji and stuff like, am I reading this right? What is this? Like, there's a lot of words that I haven't learned. I only know the ABC in Japanese because, and I'll teach it to you really quickly. I don't know why. If you can skip this if you want, but the ABC in Japanese is A, I, U, E, O, Ka, Kiku, Keko, Sashi, Su, Se, Sota, Chitsu, Tse, Tora, Ni, Nu, Ne, Nu, A, I, Fu, He, O, Mami, Mu, Me, Mo, Ya, Yu, Yo, Ra, Ri, Ru, Re, Wa, Wo, and I love it. I love this song. I think it's much better than the ABC song. That's trash compared to this. This is really stuck in my brain, and that's how I remember kanji. Now, how to write it and read it, I need lots of practice. So I'm gonna catch up on some TikToks from people that I follow, and read my book that I'm not enjoying.
Are you surprised?